What's closest, life or death? It's not a riddle, it's not a metaphor. It's the most terrifying, most urgent question you can ask yourself, and the one with no clear answer. Because the truth is, we don't know. We have no promise of the next moment, but we also have no promise that it won't come. It sounds like a simple question, but it isn't. It's a question that stops the heart, freezes time, and drags the mind into a dark corner where no answers come easily. Life or death? It's the question hanging over every human being, the question that mocks your confidence, your plans, your illusions of control. You plan your day, but don't even own the next second. You speak of the future, but don't even know if you'll finish the sentence. We build, we chase, we dream. But the truth? We have no idea what's waiting in the next moment. A celebration or a funeral. A phone call or a final breath. A smile or silence. What's closest? Life or death? You might wake up tomorrow, stretch your limbs, and scroll your phone. Or you might not wake up at all. You might get dressed, rush for work, grab a coffee on the way, or your name might be called back to the one who created you, somewhere between the door and the street. You might start praying tomorrow, or you might return to Allah tonight. So what's closest? Is it the life you're planning, or the death you're ignoring? Is it the next step you'll take, or the one that will never come? No one knows. Not the doctor, not the imam, not the healthiest among us, nor the strongest. Because we're all walking on a rope we cannot see, suspended between two unknowable outcomes, life and death. And both feel near. Both feel possible. Both are waiting. So again, what's closest? There's no answer. Not a certain one. Not a factual one. Not a guaranteed one. And that's exactly why it matters. Because in this unbearable silence, in this eternal suspense, we are still required to make a choice. So what is closest? Is it the life that tempts you with promises, or the death that never announces itself? You don't know. You can't know. And that's what makes this question unbearable, because you're forced to keep living, but never certain if the next moment belongs to life or to death. It's a question with no answer. But for the Muslim, for the one who believes in the day of judgment, who knows of the grave, who has read the words, "Every soul shall taste death," this silence isn't permission to delay. It's a warning. You're suspended between two unseen doors. You don't know which will open, but only one prepares you for either outcome. If life is closer and you lived in obedience, you gain. If death is closer and you lived in obedience, you're saved. But if you bet on life and death was closer, then nothing you were chasing will follow you into the grave. So no, we don't know what's closer, but the only answer a Muslim can afford to act upon is that death is. Because death, unlike life, will not wait for you to be ready. So you must be ready, every moment, to meet Allah. We Muslims know, we believe, that death is not the end. It's the beginning of everything we were warned about. And yet, we plan to start praying next week. We intend to change our lives, just not today. We promise to repent, but after a few more sins. Why? Because we assume the next moment is life. But what if it's not? What if, on the way to work, there's an accident waiting? What if the sleep tonight is your final one? What if your next sujood never comes? So again, what's closest? The next meal, the next paycheck, the next Eid, or the next world? We don't know. We cannot know. But that's where the real weight of this question strikes the heart of a believer. Because only one answer is safe to act upon, and that is, death is closest. Not because we're certain, but because we're not. And in this brutal uncertainty, only the Muslim who lives prepared for death is truly prepared for life. If life comes next, and you were ready to die, you've lost nothing. But if death comes next, and you were living like you had time, then you've lost everything. So no, we may never know what's closest, but as Muslims, we must live as though it's death. We must prepare for the next moment, as if it will be our last. And we must carry in our hearts this question again and again, until it reshapes how we breathe. What's closest, life or death? Because whatever the answer, Allah is waiting.